Magandang araw po sa inyo. Welcome po sa isa na namang episode ng online series ni Inang Pamantasan, kung saan ang pagkatuto ay walang hanggan. Ito ang PNU Talks. Ako nga pala si Mary Grace F. Bumanlag at ako ang inyong Learning from Home buddy sa episode na ito. In this episode, I will be sharing my innovations in teaching and journey towards winning the 2018 DOST SEI Search for Bright Star under the Project STAR. STAR stands for Science Teacher Academy for the Regions. It is a teaching and learning community. In NCR, DOST Science Education Institute is in partnership with the Philippine Normal University as the National Center for Teacher Education and with the Department of Education. STAR-led approach since the teaching and advocacy are rooted from the knowledge, methodologies, experiences, and reflections I gained from the said trainings that enable me to perform better in the field. The coronavirus crisis has put a spotlight on the importance of science in supporting our nation's well-being. We have doctors, healthcare workers, nurses, scientists, and experts from different professions. We are challenged teachers, especially science teachers, to encourage the youth to love science and convince them to make a career in science. Same as how we needed our frontliners. That was the first seed that is implanted in my heart after the training. The training was quite different with other trainings I gained from the past. Aside from the small number of participants, you will be sitting side by side with experts in the region. I have attended 2 STAR trainings. These are the inquiry-based approach for teaching science and the language teaching strategies in teaching science. We are also tasked to roll out the said trainings in our respective division. After the rollout, I am very grateful to be part of the Project STAR. Totoo naman kasi, magandang strategies and methodologies. Akala ko noon, mahihirapan ako sa implementation sa klase, lalo na sa mga low-performing students sa klase. But still, I tried. And ako mismo nakakapagsabi na kayang-kaya ng batang Pinoy. Doon po ako mas na-motivate sa aking mission. Pero paano? Hindi lang dapat sa school o sa klase ko ang sagot. Ano kaya ang sagot? Teachers. Maraming teachers. And let the light shine in. You will be surprised at what it can illuminate. She is Dr. Bio, who really inspired me in this mission. And as saying goes, teaching is the act of sharing the knowledge we have been given by others, with hope that someday, in some way, it again will be passed on. This is under the capacity building and training activities. Wala na narating. Sabi ko nga, siguro yung S talaga sa STAR is sharing. Tapos yung T is teaching. Kaya nyo ipakita ko sa inyo. So this is the rollout with head teachers, master teachers, and district coordinators of the Project STAR. So, ganyan sila karami. Yan yung inquiry-based approach po natin for upgrading teachers' competency through enhancement of content knowledge in science and research. And aside from that, meron din po mga in-service trainings. Mula po noong 2017 ito. So, hindi lang po sa science. Binahagi po natin to sa 8 subject areas. Dahil after the rollout ng sa mga master teachers and head teachers, marami po nagsabi na pwede rin po ito sa ibang subject areas. Ganun nga po yung nangyari. Kaya overwhelming po talaga yung Project Star sa aming division. So first was with Diosdado Macapagal High School and the Taguig Science High School, the Taguig National High School, and then for the language strategies in teaching, again at President Diosdado Macapagal High School, and we roll out during the primals, and we have the Maria Concepcion Cruz High School, the Gat Andres Bonifacio High School. Ayan po. Hindi lang po sa mga in-service trainings natapos, kahit po sa mga learning action cells, ginamit din po natin ito. At itinuro natin sa mga teachers. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung sagot, ano yung sagot? Teachers, maraming teachers, mas marami po tayong mapag-share ng knowledge, ng experiences and methodologies and strategies natin. Marami po tayong matutulungan na bata dahil ang mga guro, share po nila to at gagamitin nila sa kanilang lesson. So, Learning Action Cell at the Marichu Artinya High School, also in our school, and hindi po natapos sa mga in-service trainings, roll-out, learning action cell. Dapat po may action. So, ano po yung mga naging action natin dito? Nagkaroon po sila ng mga school demo teaching. Ginamit po nila yung strategies na natutunan nila dito. So, like in the lesson exemplar, as output, okay, in the learning action cell. This is my co-teacher, Ma'am Raylene, in her school-based demo teaching. And then, another co-teacher, district demo teaching, using another lesson exemplar. And as lesson implementer also, during the primals, ako naman po, shinare ko po sa kanila yung national demo lesson ko po. And as lesson implementer, hindi po nag-stop sa mga teachers na naturuan natin. Even with my student teacher, si Mary Grace Salva, as demonstration teacher, using a lesson exemplar. Nung siya po ay student teacher pa, galing po siya ng Taguig City University. Very special po ito sa akin. Bakit po? Bago po siya gumraduate, siya po ay na-awardan as Outstanding Pre-Service Teacher in Lesson Planning. Nothing we learn in this world is ever wasted. Let's share, yun nga. So, pupasok naman tayo sa mentoring. Mentoring be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to environments where excellence is expected. Nagustuhan ko po itong post na ito mula sa isang professor din natin sa PNU, si Ma'am Vic. And pinagmuni-munihan ko po ito. Sabi nga, as professionals, we can only differentiate ourselves with our commitment to excel regardless of our chosen field. Yan. During the LAC session or the learning action cell, in lesson study, ginamit po namin siya sa COT o sa pagtuturo. Ginamit po namin yung natutunan namin na lesson study. Kung saan, we have team. Pag po mag-observe ako as their master teachers, hindi lang po ako mag-isa. Meron po kaming team na tinatawag. Since by group sila, yung may first implementer, second implementer, third implementer, fourth implementer, isa lang po yung lesson nila. Okay? And then yung preparation po, isa lang din. But then, we are improving this lesson. Kaya po, ang output ng COT namin ay lesson exemplar. Pagdating naman po sa localization and contextualization, mahilig po akong gumamit ng mga toys. Like for example, I have here the blocks, the smart sticks, tapos yung mga plastic bottles, yan, and marami pang iba. Ayan, yung mga gawa ng mga estudyante namin, mga models, sila, yung mga estudyante mismo ang gumagawa. Gina-guide lang po natin sila. This is also part of the inquiry-based and critical thinking. Ito po yung usual na dala ko pagdating sa klase. Meron po ako rolling trolley. Yan po. Yan po yung table ko na hatak-hatak ko, papasok ako sa mga klase. Andyan po, ano po yung mga laman niyan? Meron po akong tubig, visual aid, may lapel, may chalk, may mga chips, pens, markers, lab materials, extra lapel, kasi kukulangin po para sa 5 klase. So, nire-reward din natin yung mga estudyante natin. But then, meron tayo tinatawag na action research. Para saan po ba itong action research? Share ko po sa inyo yung isa sa mga action research na nagawa ko is using teacher-improvised laboratory tools out of PET bottles to improve the performance of grade 7 students at President Diosdado Macapagal High School, Recycling Waste Material in Action. So ito po, bakit po ito ang nagawa kong action research? Dahil po wala po kaming masyadong gamit noon sa aming laboratory during that time. Ito po, 2017. So, mahaba po ang pinagdaanan ng development nito. This is still in response with the localization and contextualization na natutunan ko sa STAR. Sabi nga, purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights your way. Marami pong naging comments din about the said research. Hindi ko po ina-expect na yan po ay naging second placer, Best in Action Research sa SDO Tapat Festival of Action Research. Sabi nga nung isang comment, you cannot replace the standard material with these plastic bottles or PET bottles. Totoo naman po yun, pero kung paano kung wala ka talagang magagamit at napakalaki nung number ng estudyante mo, anong dapat mong gawin? Hindi naman po yun magtatagal. Tsaka meron din po tayong natawag na limitation. Kaya nang hindi mo ito pwedeng i-put into heat. Okay? So, pero nag-isip po ako, tama siya. Kasi gusto na naman po talaga namin mga guro na magturo na merong materials. Siguro nga hindi pa dumarating during that time. So, ginawa ko po, naggawa po ako ng mga project proposals at nanalangin. At hindi naman po ako nabigo. I was approved project proposal as global grant from the Rotary Club of Makati and Makati Makindi. These are laboratory materials worth 180,000. Very thankful po ako at nag-grant po yung proposal na yun. At naging tugon po yun sa kakulangan ng mga gamit namin during that time sa aming eskwelahan. Ngayon, nag-iisip po ako, sumunod na taon, meron na akong materials, pero wala naman kami laboratory. Iisa lang ang laboratory namin during that time. Kaya, ang sumunod naman po ay sumali po ako sa BERF, yung Basic Education Research Fund. At nag-grant po yung research proposal. Dalawa po kami doon na partner ko, na si Sir Ferreira. At ito po yung using portable mini laboratory. It is a lab cart. Ito po yung itsura niya. Yan po, yung love cart namin. Ginagamit po siya, pwede po siya sa outdoor, pwede rin po siya sa indoor. At napakaligaya po kasi ito po ay naka-receive din po ako ng Best Poster Paper Presentation para sa action research na ito. So, napasama po ito sa Research Jamboree ng 2019. Yan po. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment to excellence, intelligence, planning, and focused effort. Ito po yung aming lab cart. Hindi po doon natapos ang aking journey. Ito po, pupunta rin po ako sa mga schools with their invitation para sa like mga research sa senior high school, nag-judge po. Tapos meron din po kaming project tala. This is teaching and learning activities as part of the literacy program. Okay. Tapos meron din po yung mga estudyanteng hindi masyado nakabasa pa na mabilis sa high school. Meron din po kaming project dyan, being the Interact Advisor of our school. And we also have approved proposal for the Knowledge Channel. And sa mga book donation, nandyan din po ako. And then, during that time, learner resource material coordinator din po ako na. And then, side by side, may mga coaching din po. May panahon na nanalo, may panahon na hindi rin naman po. Pero, yung experience po, napakalaking bagay po nun. At masaya po ako dito sa aking estudyante na to kasi ngayon senior high na siya at lumalaban na rin siya sa maraming competitions. Yan, siya po ay nag-second placer dyan. Umati din po ako ng teacher summit ng PNU kasi malaking bagay na may bahagi natin ano yung experience natin sa field. At marami po tayong nakikilala at natututunan mula sa experiences din nila. At matagal na rin na kasama din po ako sa Division Pool of Writers na yung mga exams po. Yan. So, yung mga questions na naggagawa rin ng mga estudyante sa loob ng klase, maganda rin pong isulat natin yun. Kasi minsan, ang gaganda ng mga tanong nila, maganda rin pong isama yung mga idea nila. Ayusin na lang po. Umattend din po ako ng Philippine Association of Lesson and Learning Study Pulse activity dahil during the STAR training, nandun nga po yung lesson exemplar. Dahil nagustuhan ko po yun at ginagamit ko po. Sabi ko, kailangan mas matutunan ko pa ito. Kaya yung first national conference, umattend po ako. Ito po yung Pulse. Yan. At bukod doon, dahil sa pagmamahal ko rin sa chemistry, yan, sinusubaybayan ko rin po at nag-in din po ako sa, nag-member din po ako sa Philippine Association of Chemistry Teachers. Yung mga trainings po nila ay natin ako rin po. I know the search for the 2018 Brightest Star Journey. So at first, we had this exam. Prior to the exam, meron po kami submission ng portfolio from the division going to the region. At ito po ay dinala sa PNU. After the exam, mga ilang weeks po, basta po naka-receive po ako ng text that magkakaroon po ng interview. Ayan po. 5 po kami na in-interview and we are subjected to demonstration teaching schedule. So, pinuntahan po kami ng team ng Project Star team. And yun nga po, demonstration teaching, it was October. After the demonstration teaching, few days later, I received an email that I will be representing the National Capital Region as national finalist in the search for the 2018 Brightest Star. So, pumunta rin po ako dun sa NCR to meet Ma'am Pacheco. Yan po. During the search, the first task po sa amin is to write a lesson plan. It's 1 hour. Bawal po yung mga gadgets, references. Ang meron lang po kami is pen and paper, then yung curriculum guide. Yun lang po yung meron kami. And then yung topic po namin, yan po ay dinrolats din po sa amin. So, napaka-challenging po, pero yun nga po yung kaba. Sabi ko nga, tuwing nararamdaman ko yung kaba na yun, may special na nangyayari. Second day was the panel interview. Third day was the demonstration, teaching. Fourth day was the awarding of national finalists in Math and Science, Brightest Stars coming from regions 1, 3, 5, NCR, 6, and 10. The Brightest Star winners awarded by Dr. Joseph Bio, Science Education Institute Director, Dr. Carol Yorobe, DOST Undersecretary for Science and Technology Services, Helen Abainza, Brightest Star for Mathematics, DepEd Secretary, Professor Leonor Briones, DOST Secretary, Professor Fortunato T. de la Peña, and Engineer Albert Marino, Science Education Institute Deputy Director. This journey to STAR, and this is a very special picture because I'm with our coaches, and we also have our directors and DepEd Secretary. Andyan po, kompleto po yung backbone ng Project Star ng NCR. Andyan po lahat sila. Thank you po. At bumalik po ako nun sa aking community. Binalikan ko rin po yung aking teacher ng high school na siyang naging inspiration ko rin po para naging teacher po ako. And sa aming community, nag-extend po tayo ng help, and kung ano man po yung pot money na napanalunan during the time, binili ko po yun ng mga gamit sa school, like yung projector, laptop, mga cabinets po. Yan po. And finalo ko rin po yung mga nakilala ko during the search. Ayan po. Umattend po ako ng mga forum, like in UPIS, the Makerspace. And yung natutunan ko po kasi sa Project Star na after the training, ini-implement po agad namin sa classroom. Titignan po natin yung effectiveness din po nito and yung ano yung may tutulong natin sa mga estudyante. And I also still in with the community. I organized bloodletting activity, still sponsored by Rotary Club of Makati Makindi, because I am promoting blood donation. This is by example also. And aside from that, I organized anti-drug campaign in Barangay Katuparan in Taguig City, and organized free 3D seminar workshop at DOST STII Taguig City. Marami po akong mga gusto ibahagi sa mga estudyante, pero syempre mas maganda kung libre. Kaya po naghahanap po tayo ng mga trainings na makikinabang po yung mga batang Pinoy natin. And we also sponsor catechetical summer for the kids. Yan po for 2 years na. And then ma-attend po ako ng mga libreng seminars. Mahilig po ako maghanap niya sa Facebook o yung mga friends natin. yung mga in-offer nila na libreng training, ina-attend ko rin po yun. And then, my first webinar was with Sir Elmer Rico in Mojica. Nakuha ko po itong webinar na to nung sumali po ako nun ng PAC or yung Philippine Association for Chemistry Teachers. Ang ginawa ko po, shinare ko po siya sa faculty namin. Instead of doon na sa laptop ko, pinrojector ko po siya. Yan. And then, napasama rin po tayo dun sa first DOST-SEI Project Star International Conference. Okay? So, yung Star Stories po na bahagi. Hindi pa po doon natapos kasi nakarating din po ako ng Bicol for the Regional Seminar Workshop in Chemistry Teaching. Napakasarap po sa damdamin na nakakapamahagi po tayo ng kaalaman sa ating kapwa-guro. And napasama rin po doon sa development of instruments for the spiral progression, research in math and science curriculum. And di pa po natatapos yung pag-ikot natin sa mga schools. Ayan po sa Taguig Integrated School, itong 2019 nakalipas na inset nila, we have our language teaching strategies. Yeah. And it was moved for the National Rights Shop of Science Assessment Items and Lessons in Context of Program for International Student Assessment of PISA, the Scientific Inquiry Framework. So, kasama rin po ako dito. Na-move lang po ito ng July. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone. But the things you do for others remain as your legacy. To my fellow teachers, there is still hope in our country. They are present in your class. In their eyes, you're not only their teacher, you are a star. If you have chance to help someone in our field, do so. And I am with you. Let us promote science education and keep inspiring. Para sa bata, para sa bayan. Ngayon naman, i-comment nyo naman ang inyong mga katanungan at ang mga kuro-kuro tungkol sa ating episode ngayong araw. Muli, ako ay nagpapasalamat sa executive producer ng PNU Talks na si Dr. Lordinio A. Vergara, ang Vice President for University Relations and Advancement. Gayon din kay Professor E.R. Palomar na naging daan na ako ay makabahagi sa advokasiyang ito dahil kay Inang Pamantasan ang pagkatuto ay walang hanggan. Huwag kalimutang i-like at i-share ang episode natin. Sa muli, ako si Mary Grace F. Bumanlag at sumainyo ang PNU Talks.